have just hit the water now, and thankfully at the moment we have got absolutely beautiful conditions. So today we are really going ultra light. So today I've got my 1 to 3 kilo rod. I'm going to be fishing with 4-pound line using 1/28 of an ounce, flicking some soft plastics up against the boat hulls, really hoping that we can tangle with some brim and some pinkies in what is an absolutely magnificent system here. So I'm pretty excited. As I said, I think it's going to be a short window, but that shouldn't stop us from getting a few cracking fish to share with you. Just using a 1/28. Here we go, fish on. Whoa. Tight this drag right up. All right, this is a good fish. I think it's done me. Ah, it did me. No. Damn it. Oh, little tick in the line then. Got one. There we go. Got a brim. All right. First fish of the day. Beautiful brim. Now about 5 casts earlier, I cast out under one of the boat hulls and something took the grub and absolutely screamed. There's a big seal up in front of us, which is something you don't expect here. So, and I had no chance with that one. I was absolutely spewing because I think that was going to be a really good fish. Have changed tactics today. So obviously I was out here a few weeks ago, caught lots and lots of pinkies. So today I have really downgraded the strength. So we are only using 4-pound line today. We're using 1/28 of an ounce of a jig head. I've got some cranker crabs. I'm also going to be flicking grubs like these. So really hoping today we're going to be able to mix it up and get a good combination of brim and pinky. So that is a beautiful fish, and I love brim. So we're going to get this guy quickly back into the water. Whoa. We're in a snook. Jesus, that went crazy. Oh no, got him. It's a good size one. All right, well there you go. There is the second catch of the day. And away he swims away. That's hilarious. Oh, line's all tangled up. Alright, that didn't matter. Alright, so there is your third fish of the day. So obviously there's a few of these snook that are coming into the shallows just to eat on a lot of the school and bait fish. Now, you've got to be very careful of the teeth on these fish because they will kick about, and they have got a very nasty set of chompers out the front there. And as you can see, they grow to quite nice size length, so we're going to get him back in the water. There's no point keeping them. They can be used as really good bait for things like gummy sharks, but we're going to try and get him back in the water and get him on his way. Alright, so we've been on the water now for probably about 20 minutes, and already you can see that wind is getting up. There's a little bit of movement in the water. So obviously that is a little bit frustrating when you're flicking really, really ultralight gear. You know, we're using, as I said here, if I show you, so all I'm using at the moment is just, so this is just a Z-Man 2.5 inch grub in that motor oil color. I'm using a 1/28 ounce of a HWS jig head, and that basically means none of the lead is exposed, so this sinks really slowly. It's got really, really nice natural bait presentation. We're also using 4-pound line, so this is about as light as I generally go. This is an area where the fish can get really finicky. That being said, as I said, those weather conditions are a little bit against us, but you can use it to your advantage. So you're going to position yourself so that way you're casting down with the breeze and then rolling the soft plastic back against the current, which is really going to make it swim nice and naturally. And the other thing as well is, because now there's a little bit of movement in the water, those fish are likely not to spook as quickly. Okay, so they're not going to see you coming up. There's a little bit of cover for you. So we're going to try and switch these conditions around into our advantage. And let's stop talking and let's catch a few more. Not central now. Oh. What do we got? Oh, it's a good fish. Here we go. Gotta keep it away from that boat because that's how they did me on the first go. It's a strong fish. Oh, come on. It's a big fish. Oh, it's a big brim. Oh yeah, far out. It's a huge brim. Woo! Yes. Look at that. That is a big brim. So you can see there he's got the Z-Man grub. And that is a big fish. That is stunning. Look at those beautiful golden colorations. That is definitely a resident brim here. Absolutely magnificent. Well, it was a rough start to the morning because I lost that really good fish after about 4 or 5 casts. So cast directly under the boat hull. This thing took it and absolutely screamed set away. So I've caught a few fish since then, but you know, it's always playing in the back of your mind. Geez, only if I'd have caught that big one. And those who do fish a lot will know the only way to kind of redeem yourself is to catch another good fish. So the conditions are making it really tricky at the moment. That wind is just absolutely howling through, but things start to look up when you catch a beautiful, beautiful brim of that size. That is an absolutely stunning blue lip brim. And if we just flip him around, you can see that he has absolutely engulfed that grub there. So that is a big, big brim. So I would be happy with a brim of that size any day. And when you're fishing with ultralight gear, I've got my little 2000 Luvias and we're just flicking one of the Millerods Twitch Freaks. And I tell you what, these things pull like an absolute train. When you hook them, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to run for cover, they're going to run for structure. But I tell you what, a few tense moments and to land an absolutely stunning brim like that. Look at that. Look and look at that for a bar of gold. Absolutely stunning. Let's let this beautiful, beautiful fish go. Come on, matey. There he goes, yes, yes. Woo. Feeling very good right now to catch a fish over 40 centimeters on 4-pound line, bit of a fight, and then to watch that beautiful fish swim off. absolutely awesome. So we have lost a giant brim, we have caught a giant brim, we've caught about 4 or 5 snook, a couple of pinkies, caught a couple of smaller size brim. The weather is really, really tricky now, so flicking this ultralight gear, that breeze has kicked really, really up. But you know what? I managed to catch that really good one whilst that breeze is up, so it's not going to stop us, although we do know that it's going to get worse. So let's hope we can catch a few more before it's time to call it. But I did say it'd be a short session today, but I think there's a few more fish left in us. Here we go, fish one. Whoa, whoa. Doesn't really realise it's hooked. There we go. What do we got? I reckon we've got another big brim here. Just as big. This is a good fish. Come on. Gotcha. Yes. So there is another stunning brim. So not quite as big as the other one. The other one was obviously a big brute, but this is still a very respectable size brim. They've got that beautiful golden coloration around here, which means they're probably resident brim, which means that living under these boat holes, that's probably their permanent place where they sit and reside, and they use that for shelter and cover. And beautiful. So obviously the grub is doing all the damage today, so that is on a 128 HWS, which is working an absolute treat, and that is another beautiful brim. So once again, we want to get these guys back in the water nice and quickly and get them on the way, but that is another beautiful fish. You can see he's keen to go. Away he goes. Alright, let's look at that. That is the champion today. So we haven't even started flicking the cranker crab. I thought I'll do a couple of casts with the soft plastics, and if that's quiet, we'll flick across to the cranker crab, which is something I really wanted to do. He's still sitting there, unused and a bit lonely. We're just coming in the open waters now because it's just too hard to keep your line amongst all the boats and the yachts, and we've tried really, really hard, and obviously we've pulled quite a nice amount of fish doing that, and some really nice healthy size ones. So now we're just fishing in this open water, so it's very shallow here. It's only about 1 metre deep, but there's definitely fish in here as well. And I think just because of the conditions, you've just got to adjust all the time. Oh, look at this. Oh man, it hit it hard. Yeah, it's on, it's on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, this is, I don't know what it is, but far out. Oh man, that was a huge run. Did you see how much line that took? Oh man, this is a good fish. That was crazy. Man, that ran about 50 metres, I reckon. What is it? I reckon it'll be a pinkie. Oh, far out. Yeah, oh, it's a good size. Mark, this is a really good size pinkie, man. Just hold on a sec, mate, because this is going to be probably the fish of the day. And there's been some bloody good fish. It's not done. Oh, he feels like he's stuck. Well, it's not shallow. No, he's just a good fish, man. Oh yeah, this is a grouse fish, man. Oh. That is crazy. First cast after your one. Wow, out, man, that was insane. Wow, that was completely mental. So we were just chatting about changing tactics, and you know, the wind has just made it too hard up against the boat hulls. So we'll come out into the open area. Very first cast using exactly the same gear. So obviously the ultralight rod, 4-pound leader, got the grub there. And this fish just took off like an absolute rocket. So much so that I thought I'd lost it for a bit, but that was only because there was so much slack line, because it went on this massive run underneath the kayak. So I had to sort of fiddle the rod around, and then had some huge runs. What an impressive fish. So when you're using that 2000 size reel, 4-pound leader, and catching fish of that size, what amazing fun. This is why ultralight fishing in estuaries is absolutely awesome. You know what, change of tactics in open waters, it's really tough conditions, but you know what, we are catching some epic fish, and I think we might just stick this out for a little bit longer. Oh! 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 Far out! That was insane! You on? On up. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Jeez, I wasn't even working that. Man, they pull a bit of string on this light rod. What have we got? It's just letting that move around in the current on its own. Another pinkie. Another beautiful pinkie.
What is it?
Pinkie. Oh, he's come out, look at that. I got him. All right, and there is another pinkie out in the open. So this one isn't anywhere near as big, so that is right on your legal size. So obviously we're gonna let this beautiful fish go. As I always say, just the striking colors of these fish, and you know what, they fight really, really hard on that light stuff. And I've got a feeling, guys, this is gonna be it, because I've just had a look at my phone. It's currently sitting on 40k wind. So even though we're in a little bit of a sheltered area, it's been pretty tough going today. That being said, the fishing has been exceptional. So we're gonna let this beautiful fish go. See you later, mate. He swims away. What an awesome session. So it's been really, really challenging with the conditions, but you know what? We started fishing right up hard against the structure, caught some really, really awesome brim, caught some awesome snook. Obviously that first catch of the day I got busted off by, I'm gonna say that probably would have been the fish of the day, because that thing absolutely screamed. And I dare say, I think it was a really big brim. And you know, things just got better and better, even though the weather conditions got worse and worse. So, you know, we caught all those snook, we caught the brim, we come out in the open waters, and then we caught quite a few really nice sized pinkies. Also caught that really nice sized flathead that Mark got. It's been really, really enjoyable here. So we are insanely shallow, so I'm just going to pedal as I talk to you to finish things off. But what a fun session. But these conditions now have certainly got the best of us, so we're going to call it in. And you know what, in about 90 minutes fishing, that is a lot of fish, and a lot of really quality fish, and quality fish on ultralight gear. So for me, that is an absolute tick of a big, fun day out in the water. Very short, but very, very rewarding.